Alright guys, NMRC here with you guys with another shop video. So I'll show you what this is here in a second, but this is how you get the body off. You got 2, 4, and then 6. Way back there. Right back into there, those two, to take this body off, and I'll show you what I mean by this body. So I finally got a mashagain. I know I'm late to the party, but I wanted one when they first came out, and then that lawsuit came out with Jeep on it and stuff, and so I was like, oh crap, they can never make them again. I won't ever be able to get one. Now they're going to be outrageously priced, etc., etc. But those are the screws to take off the body. So, and then you'll pop the hood, which has a hood prop. I'm sure I'm telling you guys everything you guys already know, but I took the ESC out because we're gonna put a Fusion 1800 in this rig, which I'm sure you've probably already seen, but if you haven't, I'll show you. I unplugged my receiver, which this wire here I think is part of something of what I don't know yet. Oh, it's supposed to be for the steering wheel that turns, and mine doesn't turn. I wonder if that little servo's burnt out or something. But anyway, this is clipped in and clipped into this, which in turn the servo, that servo for your steering, all goes into that. So I didn't think this had it. I thought the Gen 1s didn't have it, like the first ones that came out, but I guess they do. But anyway, you gotta unplug all that stuff, and now I think the body is ready to come off. Too bad I don't have the RC 4-wheel drive twin post lift to lift the body off of this bad boy. That'd be so sick. But we'll take it off like that. Oh, we got something else in there. What is that? Oh yeah, I gotta finish unwrapping the loom. You gotta take all that loom off. So I gotta take all this loom off. I forgot because it's glued right here where they glue it to the fender wells and firewall and all that stuff. So I'll get that off. And then, so just make sure you take all the loom off so you can unplug everything and get stuff out, of course. Even if you had to replace the servo, you'd have to do that with this one. So, alright, I'll get you guys back on when I get the tranny and stuff out. So there you go, guys. Got the body off. I just figured I'd show that. Sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once. But got the body off. So we're about to pop the transmission off this guy here, which should be as simple as those two screws, this one and this one, and then of course your drive shaft. Oh wow, it has the slipper clutch right there. That's wild. Huh. Crazy design. It looks like the Cross RC 8x8 transmission from Cross RC. I used to have the old school 8x8. That's wild. See another shaft on there. I wonder what that's for. Does it have a hole in it? I wonder if this thing has some kind of something hidden. Like where you can take this and flip it and move the motor over or something. Like maybe to fight torque twist. Or maybe that's why they set it up like that. That's wild. Anyway. And then I thought about on the mashagain. As you guys can see, I got this Jeep in the body shop. I'm thinking about putting rift axles like these right here on this mashagain. So you guys hit me up, let me know, should I still 4-link it or should I leaf it like that? And these are rift axles, man. My buddy printed this stuff. We're still going through revisions. Gotta finalize the skid, stuff like that. But this thing's on rift axles, on leaf spring suspension with the Tamiya YJ body on this thing. I have a too low, the knockoff version eBay too low on it. And if you guys follow me on Facebook, like on Crawlers Inc., um, uh, T Rex RC, freaking Red Cat Racing Gen 8 and Gen 9 or something like that, on Colorado Misfits, um, just a ton of groups on Facebook. Then you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen this, and a little bit of crawling action videos plus the videos I've already posted of it. But I was thinking about throwing these axles on this mash again, or buying another set and throwing them on the mash again, but have them black instead of silver like those are, and put them on this. Let me know what you guys think. Or should I just get scaled axles? Because I'm not gonna beat this thing up. I just want it scale. I'm not gonna cut the body up or none of that crap. That's why I put these. Unfortunately, Traxxas canyons, trail canyons or canyon trails, whatever, with the Bronco wheels. So it has the classic Stilly or aluminum 5-hole look, or what, 8-hole spoke look. I mean, just like my real YJ outside and stuff. I love how that looks on this Jeep. I want to put two twos, but I'm scared that they won't clear, and I need like a low profile tire like this. But then it might be too big, like it'll rub on the shock, etc. But anyway, let's get into this, what we're here for. All right, guys. So you just take those two bolts off like that, and that deal will come right out of there. Oh, all right, guys. It is those two screws. As you can see, I already had it out because the shaft is out, but you can lift it up and out like that and just pull it. Oop, just pull it right out and the shaft will come out. So there it is. So I think, yeah, I have to take off those 4 bolts there. I think they made it to where you can take it off without taking it off. That makes any sense to you? But you still got to get the motor out. So I think it's like a planetary gear system in there. That's crazy. All right, we'll get this open. So there definitely looks like metal gears in there. This is a crazy design, man. So let me take this guy out. Yeah, that's your slipper clutch. This might be plastic though, just like a regular spur gear would be. Nothing different there. This gear is like a potted metal. I can hear it. I can hear it clicking other gears in there. So now I gotta take that screw out. Oh no, there's 2 more, one there and one there at the top. So 4 more to take out. Let's do that. All right, now I'll pull the second piece out to the transmission. Oh, so you gotta be careful, don't lose that pin. Oh, just like that, see? I don't know where it went, but I'm sure it's right there. Goes right into that gear. That is wild how this whole tranny is set up. They definitely greased it good though. So then you have your 2 regular screws here and here for your motor to screw into that. And then your pinion gears on backwards. So you can't set the mesh, you can only use, well, No, that's a lie because there is slots on there. But boy, would that be hard. Use a different pinion gear to set the mesh on that. So I'm gonna try and put it in the same exact hole spots. I may like cinch them down a little tighter so it dents the plastic a tiny bit. That way I could set the fusion, that fusion motor there in the same location because I'm gonna reuse that same pinion gear and stuff. So alright, let's get this motor out. Alright, so there's our motor with our pinion gear. So see how the pinion's on backwards. So you can't just flip this case around and then take off that piece because that's gonna slide out and well it'll lock into that, but that gear right there will not go past that spot on your pinion gear. It wedges in there, so just got to be careful not to lose that little pin when you separate that transmission. It doesn't say what tooth this pinion gear is either on it, so well, we'll get it off, get the other system in, and fire it up. Alright guys, since I do have a brushless in this, I did tighten up, I would say roughly about half a turn on that slipper clutch. I did use blue Loctite on the pinion grub screw for the pinion gear, and I just snugged all these up and then did like a quarter of a turn to tighten up these cases as I layered them back on because it is plastic. I don't want to ruin it. Strip them out. So now it's ready to go back in and fire it up. So as you guys can see, I had to shave that off. It had a lip where it fitted the motor perfectly. So now I can get the motor to fit in there. Alright guys, got it all installed in there. All wired up. I need to glue down that button, but other than that, that's basically how it's going to be. Here's all the stock stuff that came out of it and stuff. And it's just the Amazon servo. And to get this servo in here, so it bolts in right there only on that side. This other side slides into the frame right down in there. So it slides in just like that and bolts in. And it's only thick enough for this thickness of a servo to fit in there. So the Amazon servo's thicker, so I had to shave it down to allow it to fit into the slot of the channel of the chassis that it slides into and stuff like that. But that's how it looks. Put the wire loom back on it. Let's see if I could show you guys underneath here. Probably not without setting the body. Yeah, not gonna see it, but anyway, we'll show you guys how it drives on the tabletop or workbench here. Alright guys, so I only got so much of a surface. Look at how smooth that fusion is. I should have showed more in depth on the servo install. I thought I did, but I didn't. Looking back on my video that on this finishing it up, I didn't. But that's with the fusion in there, man. It's freaking way nicer now. Hell yeah. Sounds good too. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's the end of this shop video on the mashagain YJ on how to put a fusion in it and a rough idea of how to put an aftermarket servo in it. So I'll have a running video of this here soon out on the trails, so stay tuned to see that. Thanks guys.